After watching this movie, I really don't understand the hype and why people think it is so good. There might be a deeper meaning I don't understand in it, but to me it is just a sad, melancholic, quite boring movie, which is easily one of the most overrated movies I have ever seen. The first issue is with the characters. Because every character seems just as sad and displeased as the next one, and I really don't think they have managed to make any contrast. At least there could be one character that seemed happy, and all the people on the island could say, "Don't worry, you'll be fucking sad like the rest of us in no time," because it is just not good casting when all the characters seem like the exact same character. That just means the story is badly written. Another weak spot I found in this movie is the relation between Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson. Although they both act well, the characters are written in a very mediocre style, and in the movie in Bruce they flourish together much more than they do in this movie. Obviously, they are at the center of a friendship that suddenly is a friendship no more after Colm decides that he doesn't like Patrick anymore for some reason that we are never allowed to understand. It could actually be interesting to see the reason why Colm decides to make Patrick his enemy instead of his friend, but the movie makes no effort in showing us that, because there is always a reason, although Colm states that there isn't. The movie in Bruce is a lot tenser and there's good comedy there, which cannot be said about this movie. You almost fall asleep when watching it, and although I gotta admit it is crazy when Colm decides to cut his fingers off, they could have made those moments a lot tenser if you had Colm walking to the bar and shouted, "Look at what the fucking made me do," and throwing the fingers he cut off himself around the bar instead of just throwing them on Patrick's door, which just seemed too easy. Another thing with this movie is that it just feels very hard to get immersed in the story. As I mentioned before, all the characters seem like the same one. You are drawn into a hopeless place where nobody seems to have real happiness. I do not know too much about Irish culture and all that, but generally in other movies, the people seem way livelier than this doom and gloom effort, which is nothing like you expect from the Irish. Maybe it is a sad tale about war and friendship gone wrong, and a deeper meaning goes there, but often, much like this one, stories with a deeper meaning are just not that entertaining, and then if you keep having to quote the movie while watching it, it will never really be fun to watch movies anymore. The last thing I will be talking about is the supposed comedy moments that just makes this movie seem desperate, because maybe we are supposed to laugh when people repeatedly raise their voice in a movie, because they really do that a lot, but to me it seems way more desperate and hopeless, and it never really becomes funny. So if that was the effort of creating comedy moments, they are falling way off the bread van. Anyways, guys, I won't recommend this movie. If you want to see something where Brendan Gleeson and Colin Farrell works perfectly together, go watch In Bruce. Of course, you may like this one better than me, but my rating is only a lousy 3 out of 10, and this movie is highly overrated in my opinion.